Hey, everybody. Nina Motivates here. And so today is February 27th, and I have had a plan to do the You Can Believe workshop. Well, when you are believing, sometimes a monkey wrench is thrown in there that can try to make you doubt. But no, we don't do that. So I know it's a Tuesday and I sent out the Zoom link. I've had a couple people say they didn't get the email and various things. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to doubt. I'm not going to get discouraged. No, I am going to record the training and I will make sure that you get it. And guess what? I'm even going to post this to the UCAN Motivational Community as well as my YouTube page. So, hello, wherever you are watching this and whenever you are watching this. Now, I am going to say this. These trainings won't always be free. And if you want the workbook so that you can do the work after this, head on over to my website because it is still on my website. Now, we are at the end of February, you all. We're getting ready to go right into March. And so I have something amazing that I want to do for March, marching towards more. So we'll talk about that later. But for now, let's go ahead and get into this amazing presentation. I'm so excited, y'all. So excited. And so here we are. We are talking about belief, about faith, about removing self doubt, and about going forward towards your dreams. Listen, I love this picture, and I chose this picture for a reason. I love sunset and sunrise. If you don't know me, that's something about me that you know now. I love it. I absolutely love sunset and sunrises. And so I one day see myself on a beach just like this, and I believe that I'm gonna sit on that beach and watch the sunset and watch the sunrise. But it's a lot of things that I have to do to get to that moment. Because it won't just be any type of vacation. It will be one of those days where I'm sitting there like I'm living my dreams. But in order to live your dreams, you gotta believe, you gotta work, you have to actually do. You gotta put forth something. And so we're going to go through some things tonight. And I'm going to aim at keeping this training about 30 minutes so that you can watch it and go grab the workbook and actually do the work. First, who am I? Let's go ahead and talk about it. I am Nina Addison, aka Nina Motivates of Nina Motivates LLC. I'm a youth pastor, homeschool helps dean, and teacher, a master motivator, the You Can life coach, author, publisher, comedic motivator, event host, and workshop presenter. So I'm gonna go through this whole presentation because I see some people are chiming in. And then when I'm done recording, we're going to go back and do the self work. So I kind of started with recording. So I just want to say that because I know some other people are coming in now. And I just want to say I'm going through the presentation because I'm recording. And then when I stop the recording, we can tailor it one-on-one to whomever is here. So I'm a comedic motivated event host and workshop presenter. Listen, you all, you will forever be cultivating different things and making sure that you know how to describe yourself. If you know me, you know I do a whole lot of stuff, right? I do a lot of stuff. But there comes a time in your life where you pause, a time in your life where you stop doing just everything and you just restructure yourself. And that's actually where I am in life right now. I'm going through some restructuring because I have a lot of great gifts, a lot of things that I give out to the world. But now in this season, the only thing that I'm focused on is being Nina Motivates, the You Can coach, where I help you stop doubting and help you start doing. A lot of people out there got gifts, talents, skills, and you let self doubt or the fact that you don't know how to stand in your way from achieving your goals, your dreams, and your desires. So in this season, that's what I'm focused on. That's what I'm doing through motivational speaking and coaching, as well as training and workshops. So again, I will tell you all about other stuff later. I have a very unique difference. I was born with club hands, which means my thumbs didn't have bones in them. So the doctors cut off my thumbs and moved all my fingers over one place so that I could grip. Full movement in my right hand, limited movement in my left hand, doesn't stop me from doing anything needed wanted, or desired, right? All right, that's enough about me. Let's go through a few definitions as we work through this workshop. First, the definition of self-doubt: uncertainty or lack of confidence in one's own ability or identity, lack of confidence or assurance. This hinders so many people. Self-doubt keeps people in a square because they're not confident enough. They don't believe enough. They don't have faith enough to know that they can do it. Hence the You Can coach. See, all of my life, I've had to prove the power of you can. I was born with a difference. I was picked on, bullied. I was told what I wouldn't do, what I couldn't do. So this right here, I hold near and dear to my heart because I understand that sometimes life, people, things, thoughts, the mindset come and try to tell you what you cannot do, or you don't know how to do it, and therefore you don't put forth actions. And so I'm here to prove to you and show you how to remove those things so that you can go forth and do what? Believe, which means to accept something as true, feeling sure of the truth. You got to feel that thing down in your soul. See, I'm one of them people that if you tell me what I can't do, what I won't do, oh, that fuels me. That gives me fire, especially if it's something that I know God told me to do. It's going to put a match into my flame and it will not go out. I have this speech called Keep Your Pilot Lit, because when you let your pilot go out, then it's hard to start a flame. But when you keep your pilot lit, all you got to do is turn it on and boom, you have a fire, you have food cooking. Broiled food is some of the best food, right? And so we got to keep that pilot lit. We got to keep our faith and our beliefs there. But sometimes the thing that stands in our way is we haven't gotten to the root cause, which the root cause are the basic reasons behind the problems or issue you are seeing that has caused you to have doubt. A lot of times we get stuck because we have not pulled up those issues from the root. You cannot let stuff sit and fester and grow, because when you do, that's when things will continue to grow. If you plant a tree, and if you notice a tree can get cut down, did it start back growing sometimes? Because if they don't take it from the root, they're not taking the thing that helps it grow. All right, let's go. Let's be honest. Our question to you, and I want you to write down your own answer. What do you believe about you? Because what you believe about you will show you if you're confident. What you believe about you will show you if you feel like you're smart. Because when people feel like they're smart, they're confident, they have faith in themselves, then they go out and they do a little more. They step on that edge. See, society wanted to take that away from me a long time ago. Oh, you can't do this. Oh, you can't do that. Listen, I even remember, God rest his soul, Frank Atkins, I love him dearly. He came to me. I grew up with him and I grew up with his children, but he was, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. He was an adult, and he came to me one time when I was in my 20s, and he was like, you know what my wife had nerve enough to say to me? Gonna ask me if I thought somebody would ever marry you. I looked at her and I said, well, somebody married you, didn't? And I'm looking like, Frank, how you gonna say that to your old wife? But it was fun. It's funny because people will think that things won't happen for you or in your life, and will say it to you. She didn't say it to me, and I thought it was funny that he told me, but he was one of them cutthroat, he didn't care, he gonna tell you type people. And it was a time in my life I was single and things like that. Now I could have took that and been like, why she say that? Well, maybe nobody will marry me because my hands and different things, but I didn't allow that to hinder me. Nope, I didn't. Instead, I allowed it to push me forward. I allowed it to motivate me. I allowed it to make me do even more. And so I'm excited. I'm excited about that because this shows you that you have to believe in you. So I want you to write down those things that you believe in you. The good things only. The good things. Because we could come up with other things, right? But we don't want to do that. We want to focus on the good things that we believe in ourselves. Take a moment to celebrate you. Take a moment to think about those things that's good that people have said. Take a moment to think about those things that's good that you know for yourself. I like to look in the mirror And it's something I call a mirror exercise to say positive things about myself, things that I love about myself, not just, oh, my hair or my eyes, so my lips or anything like that, but those things that God has said in his word, those things that I know to be true about me. I'm kind. I'm nice. I'm thoughtful. I'm smart. I'm cheerful. I'm happy. You know, those things that put a smile on my face about me. But if you struggle in some areas with believing good about you, this is for you. This is for you. Because, but I don't want you to write those things down. Why? Because I don't want you to put those into your atmosphere. I want you to write down those good things, but I do want you to think about the things that you want to believe about yourself. Matter of fact, include the things that you want to believe about yourself, but you still have a little bit of a hard time. Write it anyway, because you want to believe it about yourself. Then we're going to ask you, what is stopping you from believing in you? This is going to lead us to getting to the root of the issue. Really think about, what is it that's standing in your way from believing in you? I'm giving you a second to think about it. Is it you? Is it something that was said to you when you were a child? Is it something that was said to you in a relationship? Is it something that a family member or friend that you dearly love said? Is it your own mindset? Is it because you've never seen anyone do it? Is it because you're not around others who have maybe accomplished the things that you really want to believe that you can accomplish? What's standing in your way? Now let's get to the root of it. I wanted to show you all a picture of the roots. Show you what the root looks like. Show you what it means. Show you what I mean when I say when it's down. Do you see how far down in the dirt that is? Now we see these beautiful leaves. And this reminds me of people. We can have some things that's so deeply rooted and it's down there. It's in the dirt. Y'all see that's in the dirt, right? So it's deep down in there. But on the outside, we're smiling. We're showing people that, hey, we're happy. But we got some root causes and some root issues that we really need to pluck up. We really need to get out. And I mean, we need not to leave not a stem. Do you see how many stems is in this ground? And we may be looking at like, oh, that's little, we just pull it up. But what if you pull it up and you still leave some seeds and stuff down there? It's going to grow again. And that's why it's important to get to the root of the problem. Let's talk about it. Who? If somebody made you feel less than, if somebody betrayed you, it is time for you to let it go. Sometimes we hold on to that unforgiveness and we get sick and we hinder ourselves. We're not hurting that person. We're hurting ourselves. Oh, they talked about me. Oh, they told me what I wasn't going to do, what I wasn't going to be. So now you've allowed them to plant into your life and they done gone on with their own lives. They doing what they want to do. All this other stuff and you still holding on to it. Why? What good is it doing you? How is it benefiting you? It's not. It's not. They're not losing no sleep at night. So it's time for you to write it down. Write it. Be honest with yourself and write it down. And then I dare you to search within yourself and forgive. Search within yourself and let go. Because those people or that person is moving on, is living on, is doing. But you're sitting there holding on to something, not realizing that that person, If you need to go talk to people, go talk to people. Now, when you go talk to people, you may not get the results you want, and you got to be prepared for that. You got to be prepared for the fact that you're not going to talk to another person to forgive them for them. You're going to do it for you. And when you're going to do something for yourself, then you have to understand, know that the person that needs to benefit from this conversation in this moment is you. That's it. Even if they doubt it, they deny it, even if they get upset, you're doing it for you. And you need to walk away feeling relieved. Now, sometimes in situations, something that was done or said. Listen, I had an issue recently within the last 6 months, and it was something that I felt was done that could have rooted some things in me. And it took me about a month to like really overcome, because it made me go back into time when I experienced discrimination and different things. And I had to realize that that thing that I felt was done to me could take me one way or another. It could take me down a road where I go back in a box, I go back in a square, I lock myself down, or I can use it to motivate me and inspire me to do something different. But a lot of times things are done to us or said to us, and we hold on to it and we let it pull us down. I dare you to think about those things and instead think about how you can allow those things to pull you up. No, you can't pull me down with you, because I'm not going down into no bottom of no well. Because a lot of times when you get to the bottom of the well, there's nothing to pull you up. So I'm not going to let you take me to the bottom of the well. Don't let anything take you to the bottom of the well. Okay? All right. I want y'all to think about it. Y'all got a few seconds to think about it. What was said or done that you need to let go of? All right. Y'all wrote it down? Y'all thought about it? All right, let's go. When did it occur? Are you still holding on to something from childhood? Now, let me make a disclaimer. There are many things that happen to many people in their childhood that they've never completely healed from. There's many things that happen to people in their adulthood or their teenage years that they've never completely healed from. Think about, when did this occur? Where were you when it occurred? When did it occur? What did you need in that moment? And then how can you overcome it? What do you need to do to make that thing, when you think about it, if something happened in your childhood that is still having you feeling locked down and in bondage, your teenage years, locked down and in bondage, your adult years, locked, why? Because if it happened even yesterday, what can you do to grow and let go? Some people have dealt with some really, really traumatic things. And I encourage you, seek counseling, seek coaching, something more long-term. It is okay, people, to seek help. Don't let nobody tell you you can't seek no help. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Talk to people. Talk it out. Get what you need so you can be whole, because you're not meant to be a broken person. Where were you in life when you feel like you were let down? Were you at a point in life where you were like, man, this is going to be a great part of life for me, and then things didn't turn out? Were you at a point where you felt like you needed some support and things didn't turn out the way you wanted it to? Were you a budding teenager trying to figure yourself out? Because when you know the who, what, when, where, why, how, all of that stuff, then you could say, okay, this is what's holding me back. This is what's hindering me. And then you can make a plan to move forward. I was at a pivotal point in my life. I felt like this, because this was going to happen, then that was going to happen for me. But because that didn't happen, now I got to come up with a new plan. Come up with a new plan. Get back to that place of getting that support. You absolutely can do it. Now, why did this have such an impact on you? Because things come in our lives to impact us, and we have a choice to make whether we're going to let it impact us for the good or we're going to allow it to have a negative effect on us. Nothing is meant to have a negative effect on you. Well, Nina, but I went through this, and that. All of us going to go through different things in life. If you don't want to go through things in life, you're saying you don't want to live. And I know you want to live. I need you to live. So knowing that we are all going to have roller coaster lives, as I like to call the Raging Bull, helps us to understand that the things that occur to me is meant to build me and not break me. Say it with me. The things that occur to me in my life is meant to build me and not break me. No, it don't feel good all the time. No, some of the stuff that I'll go through, I wish I didn't have to go through, but it's not meant to break me. It's meant to build me. Right now in life, I'm going through some health situations, health changes, shall I say. But I realize it's not meant to break me. It's meant to build me. It's meant to make me make better choices with the food I eat. It's meant to make me have more energy once I start completely changing this diet. It's meant to help me have more, not only energy, but sleep better. When we eat healthier, a lot of things in our lives turn around. Not just the issues go away, but other things happen for us. So stop looking at everything in your life as something that's meant to break you or something that's so bad. How do you not know that very thing that you went through is not to propel you to your purpose so that you can go help somebody else? That very thing that you are going through or have gone through is meant so that you can do something different, because maybe the decisions you were making have not been working for you. It's not meant to make you doubt. It's not meant to make you not believe. Instead, it's to encourage you to believe even more. Yeah, believe even more. Go after more. Do more. More, more, more. But it all starts with you. Now, y'all know I love the word of God, and I wanted to have scripture throughout this whole thing. But I wanted you to take a moment to focus on you first and what has been holding you back. Now we're going to do the work. Now that we've identified the root problem, now that we have identified what's going on with us, now that we see that we don't have to live that way, we don't have to allow the things that have happened to us to hold us back, that we can't believe in ourselves, we can't stop doubting, we can't remove the root issue, and we can't go forth in life. We got to understand that we need to lean on, trust, and be confident in the Lord with all of our heart, mind, and soul. And don't rely on our own insight, our limited thinking, but look at the infinite God, the God that says, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, and he's giving you strength. There's so many wonderful things about you in the word of God. He tells you he has a purpose for you to prosper. Prosper. You got to take these things, read the scriptures, believe the scriptures, write affirmations that go with the scriptures, and go forward. That's what helped me start believing in me and loving me at the age of 9 years old. When the world tried to come against me and make me feel something less than, and God is like, no, that's not what I said about you. Yeah, you have a physical difference and you look different, but that's not, I'm not telling you and putting these negative labels on you. No, my daughter, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are the apple of my eye. I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. That's what he said about me and you. I'm not a mistake, and neither are you. The world wanted me to hide my arms. If I hid my arms, baby, you wasn't going to hear my mouth. And you not hearing my mouth shuts me up from being a motivational speaker, purpose. Shuts me up from being a certified life coach, purpose. Shuts me up from being a workshop presenter and a host. I love to go to events and make people's day. Make people's event go bomb.com because they got a bomb.com event host. But if I hid my arms, I would never be able to stand on a stage. Do you see the power of believing in you and not doubting, no matter what? Because I believe what God's word said about me. Now, 5 steps. Now, we're going to go through them real quick, y'all, because you got to get the workbook. You got to get the workbook. All of this is in the workbook, and then this will help you do the work to keep removing the self-doubt and building yourself up in self-belief. Write out some scriptures and some affirmations, y'all, and say them every day. Whatever area you feel like you need work in, that you feel like is not as strong as you want it to be now, write some scriptures and affirmations for it. Google, reach out to me. I have a lot of different workbooks and stuff that I will be putting out very, very soon. So you want to stay connected to me, NinaAddison.com, because I'm going to be putting out things to help you build you. This was just the first this year, but there's much more to come. And look in the mirror. Don't just say it. Look in the mirror and say it until you believe that thing. Sometimes we want things, we want to believe in things, and we may not even know how to believe in it. But I dare you to look in that mirror and say these things every single day until you believe in you. Now, I love belief boards, vision journals, mirrors. Write this stuff down. The Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. Whatever it is that God is giving you, write it out. Look at it every day. Print out some pictures. Take some pictures. Put your face on some, man, you can do anything nowadays, right? You can take your face and put it on the picture to help you believe with the words around it. Do what you need to do. Take a mirror and put the words all around it. Put the scriptures around it. Write your vision around it, the beliefs around it. Do whatever you need to do to believe. Yeah, it's going to be work in the beginning, but the more you do it, if you're looking in the mirror and speaking to yourself, and then if you're looking into the mirror and you got all of these positive beliefs and visions all around you as you're doing it, it's going to motivate you. It's going to inspire you. It's going to push you. It's going to make you remove that self-doubt. It's going to make you believe, because the power of life and death is in our tongue. He tells us to guard what we see. So if you're seeing these good things, you believing in these good things, you're going to receive these good things. We're not God, but we are made in his image. He created with his mouth. But I dare to believe that he saw it, because it said he looked on the earth, if you go to Genesis, and he saw that it was void. And then he had a vision, and he said, what? Let there be light. What's your vision? What are you seeing? What are you bringing forth? I ain't going to say manifesting for a reason, but what are you bringing forth out of your words and out of your belief and out of what you're seeing and what you're believing? Right? Listen, if you don't got no good people in your circle, you gotta get a new circle. And if you feel like you need to improve yourself before you get into a new circle, do the work. Do the work. But you need at least 3 good people, strong people, that you could call on when you need to be built up, and that you can be there for them as well. Sometimes y'all got to build each other up. Sometimes y'all got to pray together. Sometimes y'all got to worship together. Sometimes y'all got to do some stuff together. But the main point is, do it. It can be done. Do it. Next, it's time to work on that mindset. Fear is holding too many people back. What are you afraid of? I have this thing that I say, people fear success more than they fear failure. Nina, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What I mean is, a lot of people fear success because you know failure, because you ain't did it yet. So how can you possibly fear failure? You ain't even did it yet. You are fearing the greatness that's gonna come out of this because you ain't never seen it before. So fear yourself forward. Take that fear and kick it in the rear and go forward. And let yourself see the success of believing in yourself. Let yourself see the success of you getting what it is that you desire and need. Let yourself see that you absolutely can believe in you. You absolutely can achieve some goals. You absolutely can become this person that you always dreamed you would become. Do the stuff that you always dreamed you would do. It's going to take daily work. You should be doing something every day towards your goals and dreams. No matter what. You should be doing something every single day. Then you got to trust God over yourself. If he gave it to you, if he told you it's going to come to pass, I don't care who say it ain't. So this exercise I want you to do too. I trust God. I could trust God more by. How can you trust God more? And write these things down. And when you start having doubt, I'm not trusting in myself. I'm trusting in God. I'm trusting in what he's put in me. I'm believing in him. And I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. Okay? This is one of my favorite parts. Reject rejection. A lot of us have a lot of issues in my office. A lot of us have a lot of issues because we feel rejected. Fear comes up because people fear rejection. They don't want to be told no. I was in a network marketing company some years ago, and they told us to go out and look for 100 no's. And I was like, what? But I had to understand that looking for 100 no's meant that I was building thick skin. After a while, the no didn't bother me. It didn't bother me because, okay, I'm closer to my yes. The more no's I get, I'm closer to my yes. Sometimes we go through this thing of rejection and we don't want to feel rejected. And therefore, we hold on to things and feel certain type of ways and go through our own little emotions, and it hinders us. Now, boo-boo, we're finna step out of this box and we're gonna reject rejection. We're gonna say no to rejection because every no, sometimes no's is to protect you. You don't want every yes you think you want. And so you have to look at rejection as, oh, you're not rejecting me. You're not rejecting me. Instead, this is going to work out for my good. Do you truly believe that all things work together for those who are called? God is going to work it out for you. Let the no's be no's. Every time I go on a job interview or I talk to people, sometimes I have to tell them no, and sometimes they tell me no. And I have to be okay with that because that's not what God has for me. It's not that I'm being rejected. And you got to think about, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I'm being rejected? What is this doing to me? What is it doing to me? And do I trust the plan of God when it don't work out the way I want it to? Everything ain't gonna turn out the way you want it to. And that's okay. It happens to everybody. There's nobody in life where it doesn't happen, happen to them. Nobody. So stop looking at it as I'm being rejected and stop that. You're putting yourself in a box that you don't need to be in. Come out of that. Right now. Come out of that. That's not for you. This is another one of my favorite parts. So that little box. Sometimes y'all see this whole big old thing. But sometimes we step in, we keep ourselves in this little square. When outside of this little square is so much more. Inside of that square is rejection, feeling less than, self-doubt, all the negative stuff. You wouldn't just go step in no poop and stand there, would you? Yeah, I went that drastic. You wouldn't just go stand in no poop and keep your feet planted there. You wouldn't do it. So why you doing it? Yeah, I said it. Get out of that mess and get into your freedom, your peace, your joy, your purpose, your fun, your livelihood, your hope, your joy, your faith. Get out of that little box and get what you deserve. Because you deserve it. But you gotta go get it. All right, y'all. I'm so excited. Oh my God, we did it. I did it in a little bit over 30 minutes. However, it was worth it. It was so worth it. And if you enjoyed it, I want you to stay connected with me. I want you to email me. I want you to connect with me. And again, so for the month of March, I'm doing more in March, right? I've been talking about more all the time. So marching towards more is what it's called. And it's basically going to be like a whole 30-day boot camp thing. I'm going to do some audible trainings and affirmations. I'm going to do a few Zooms. I'm going to do quite a few different things. I'm going to have a workbook to accompany all of this. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna be goal setting, it's gonna be belief, it's going to be, I don't care what your goal is. It could be to write a book, to lose weight, to start a business, to actually use the services and degrees and things like that that you got. It could be to change your eating habit, whatever it is. Now I'm limiting it to how many people I could work with because I want it to be very hands-on. And so I'm still in the midst of deciding between 12 or 24. But if this is something that you're interested in, I don't even think I'm going to put it on my website because I'm going to be very selective with the people that I allow to work with me in this space. We're going to have a private community. We are going to, I'm going to do 7 a.m. daily prayer. It's going to be work, but March is the last month before we move into the second quarter of the year. Now, this year has been the same as it was last year, then this is for you, period. If you are in the same place now that you were in 2023, this is for you. If you know you got some goals and dreams and you've just been sitting on it and you're really ready to work, this is for you. Is there an investment, Nina? Yes, there is. The investment is very minimal. It's only $124, but you get 30 days of coaching. You get a workbook. You get daily prayer. You get affirmations. You get, if anybody has ever worked with me, yeah, period, I over deliver. And I love to over deliver. But that helps people to, one, trust me, to two, say, okay, if she's doing it, I want to. To three, you know you're going to accomplish something. Now, this is not the group where I'm going to tell you, oh, you're going to make 6, 7 figures. No, this is a group to help you remove doubt and get started. I'm going to help you with resources. I'm going to help you research what you need. I'm going to help you go towards your goals no matter what your goal is. Everybody know that I'm a very resourceful person. I can say that. And so that's what this is for. Again, I'm not putting this on my website. I'm only able to work with a very limited amount of people. So if anybody is really, really interested, really, really serious, and it's like, you know what? The month of March, I want to, is boot camp style. It is, but it won't take up much of your time. I can't say that. 10 minutes a day is all I'm asking from you. 10 minutes a day for you to work on you. 10 minutes a day for you to work towards your goal. 10 minutes, and you're going to be, when I say you're going to be motivated, I'm the queen of motivation, period. And so 10 minutes a day. And yes, it's 31 days in the month of March, but we only going to do 30 days. The 31st day is Resurrection Sunday, and you're going to be resurrected by then. There is going to be a certificate of completion as well. So if you want more information or anything, you can email me, you can inbox me, you can reach out to me, whatever you need to do, and I will get more information to you. I'm going to stop this recording now. And again, I want to thank each of you for tuning in. I want to thank you for taking time out for you. And I want to thank you for being here. I seriously want to thank you for being here because you wasn't here for me. You were here for you. So again, I thank you. I'm so grateful for you. And until next time, I am Nina Motivates, the You Can Coach. If you're ready to stop doubting and start doing, I am ready to help you get started with doing. You can reach out to me via email at youcancoach2@gmail.com or www.ninaaddison.com. Looking forward to hearing from you all. Bye for now.